common names, all of these things. Polyfunctional groups, pyro compounds, bicyclo compounds, tert, neo, iso, then N, and what is secondary, tertiary, all the things we are going to talk about in this particular lecture. So everybody do let me know in the chat box if I am clearly visible and audible to you, and to all those students who think, ma'am, IUPAC naming question, ma'am, but when it is asked, ma'am, never it is asked, right? See, first thing is, question can be asked directly based on IUPAC name. Mostly it will be that kind of IUPAC naming where you can get confused, right? Or it will be polyfunctional, spiro or bicyclo. Usually that is JEE Advanced level, you should know that, right? Then, talking about the next factor here, in some questions, right, they will give you a reactions, okay? Some A product is getting converted to B, right? For example, I will just write here that here, you know, it has some X product that is getting converted to Y. They will not tell you what is this product form. For example, this is this kind of structure, right? This kind of structure, right? For example, this kind of structure is formed here. Now, sometimes they don't give you the answer, like what is formed, the structure of the compound is not given to you in the options. They will give you the IUPAC name, right? They will give you some very famous common names, right? That which of the following is the correct product, right? Now, if you have no knowledge about IUPAC naming or common names, then you already, even if you know the reaction, even then you are losing marks there, right? So that is the reason this lecture sets the foundation of chemistry for you, and that is the reason this is so important, right? Okay. Is the voice not audible? Everybody, I think it's completely audible. Beta, please turn on your speakers, right? So, now let's talk about one important thing right before starting. Guys, MV-SAT scholarship program is going on. Registration is still on, and what you are going to get in this MV-SAT? You are going to get 150 crore worth scholarships, and you will get 2 crore worth prizes like iPhone, iPads, drones, all these things you will get. And what you need to do, just register yourself here, and that is completely free of cost. In the offline center, it is happening on 4th, 5th, 11th and 12th of October, which is very near. For the JEE aspirants, you have 15 questions each, physics, chemistry, physics, chemistry and maths, which already you know, right? Accordingly, for different types of students, like who are preparing for NEET or who are preparing for 10th or 8th, you can also refer to them, right? If you have a junior or your sibling, you can refer to them as well, right? The link is in the description, you can register yourself, right? Okay? Yes. Now, let's talk about vital force theory, right? To understand organic chemistry, firstly you should understand what is. Ma'am, voice is echoing. Wait a minute. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Now is it fine? Now, bacha, is it fine? Right? So sorry for that bad experience. Right? Okay. So sorry, I just, the mic got disconnected, so that's the reason, okay? I think now it's completely fine, right? Voice is completely fine, everybody? Yes? If yes, then spam the chat box with green hearts. Yes, everybody, so I'll just start what I was telling you, that why we need this, okay? So this I think you already know, like this, do I need to repeat it? Right? Why we need to do is because in some structures, in some questions, structures are not given, rather they give you IUPAC naming here, right? Now let's start with organic chemistry. What is the reason and how organic, why we call it organic compounds, right? So the story is that organic compounds, we are made up of organic compounds or carbohydrates, proteins, all are organic compounds that is in our body, right? So all the natural things, right, they are organic, right? So that is the reason, right, the compounds that are formed in our body are natural, right? We are not making it, God has already made it for us, right? So these are the natural compounds, and natural means organic, right? So when the scientists found out that there are some compounds of carbons that are found from natural resources, that's why they named it organic chemistry, right? But after that, there is a scientist called, so before what happened, there is this vital force theory. Vital force theory states that organic compounds can only be prepared by living organisms. In labs, we cannot prepare organic compounds. That is why this name is given, that is organic compounds. But after that, a scientist came, that is Wohler, right? Wohler, he synthesized an organic compound named urea in the lab. He synthesized it in the lab. So once he synthesized it in the lab, that was clear that organic compounds can be synthesized in the lab, and that's why now we have so many organic compounds that are synthesized in the lab, right? Similarly, you have acetic acid is synthesized by Kolbe, phenol is synthesized by Karl, and methane is synthesized by Brethelot. Now this is just an information that I have given you, that why it is called as organic compounds, right? So to understand organic chemistry, what should be strong? Firstly, you should have very good hold over GOC, right? GOC, which IUPAC also is there, right? Isomerism is also there, right? So you should have very good hold over GOC, IUPAC, isomerism, because directly with the combination of these and the reaction, they ask the questions in the exam. Then we will move towards different functional groups, their preparation and their physical chemical properties, right? But this is the foundation that should be very strong. If this is weak, then full organic chemistry will be a chaos for you, right? Okay, so I am going to take up this lecture which is fully based on IUPAC naming, right? Nothing else we are going to talk, just IUPAC naming. Just understand the points, the principle, the rules of writing this organic chemistry names, right? Understand that, right? So firstly, let's have an information about all the like different functional group that you have, right? So if you talk about functional group alcohol, what is alcohol? Alcohol is when, see, one thing is, what is alkane? Alkane is like CH4, right? So I'll just call it RH. Let's say what is R here? What is R here? Right? R is an alkyl chain. Okay? R is an alkyl chain. So I'm going to write here alkyl chain. So what is an alkyl chain? That you should remember. Right? What is alkyl chain? Alkyl chain, because this alkyl chain will act as a substituent in all these cases. So alkyl chain is when you have alkane, let's say any alkane you have, you subtract one hydrogen from it, right? Now this chain, this particular alkyl group is free to make a bond with someone else, right? These are called alkyl chains, right? Okay. Now we know that the first chapter after GOC that we will study is hydrocarbons, right? That we will study is hydrocarbons. Now in hydrocarbons we'll study about alkane, we'll study about alkene, we'll study about alkyne, right? Alkane is single bond, alkene is double bond, alkyne is triple bond. Okay. Now I'll represent alkane as RH. Where what is R? R is a alkyl group. R is a alkyl group. Right? That means if I am saying R is CH3, this will become CH3H and that will become alkane. Right? Now alkyl, we know what is alkane, that we know. When you add one hydrogen to the alkyl group, we have alkane, right? Let's discuss that, how in terms of this alkyl group you will write alcohol, you will write ether, aldehyde, how all these groups are written. So first group is alcohol. Alcohol has OH. So you need to replace H with OH, right? That is alcohol. Ether is, you will have R, O and R. Now this alkyl and this alkyl chain can be same or this can be different, okay? That depends. Then you have aldehyde, that will be RC. How it is written? It is written as RCHO. Or when you open this structure, it is written as RC double bond O and H, right? Then what is ketone? Ketone is written as RC double bond O R dash, right? Just like here you had ROR, now here you will have RC double bond O R dash, or it is also written as RCO R dash, right? Next is carboxylic acid. It will have COH. Guys, those who know these function groups, write it down in the chat box. Ester is R dash, or you can say simply R, RC double bond O, O in carboxylic acid C. In carboxylic acid, what you have? This is RC double bond O, OH. Now this H is replaced by R, another alkyl chain, right? So that is your ester. What is amide? In amide, this particular group is replaced by this H is replaced by NH2. No, actually not H, full OH is replaced by NH2, right? That is amide. What is acid halide? Acid halide is when this OH is replaced by any halogen, right? These are the groups that we are going to study here. Till now, I have just shown you the representation of these groups. That is just the starting of organic chemistry, right? Now, what is alkyl halide? Alkyl halide is simple RX, right? Then what is anhydride? Anhydride is R. Now for anhydride, I'll tell you in detail also, right? What exactly is this? In anhydride, what exactly we do? You have two carboxylic acids, okay? RCOH plus, let's say here you have R dash COOH. Now, anhydride means to eliminate water. So here you will eliminate water here, right? When you eliminate water here, you will have the formation of a product that is called anhydride. So I'll just mention it here, right? That you will have the formation of this anhydride that looks like RCOO COR dash, okay? RCOO COR dash, that is your product here, that is anhydride, right? Now, let's start with IUPAC naming, because firstly tell me if you are familiar with now these functional groups, right? Alcohol, ether, aldehyde, ketone, that should, like, you know, whenever you see these groups here, that should stick in your mind that, okay, this is ester, this is ether, okay, this is carboxylic acid, this is ketone, this is aldehyde, right? So that should get into your head as soon as you see that functional group, right? Okay. Now let's understand IUPAC naming, and for that you need to understand, name the number of carbons, right? If in a compound you have 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, what is the name that you will give to it, right? And guys, I'm not going to teach you like that. This is the first rule, learn this rule, this is the second, right? We'll directly see the example first, then we'll talk about the rule, okay? There is no use of cramming the rules. Ma'am, 10 rules, ma'am, I know, but I don't know how to answer this, right? No use of that, right? So we'll not talk about that. Directly we'll see with the example so that that should get into your head, right? So firstly we'll see number of carbons, right? Number of carbon is meth, right? Meth means 1 carbon, eth means 2 carbon, prop means 3, but means 4, pent means 5, hex means 6, hept means 7, oct means 8, 9 means non, 10 means dec. Okay? 9 means non, 10 means dec. Right? So that's how you're going to learn this. Now one by one I am going to talk about some examples, like examples only we are going to talk about throughout here. Right? So first compound, we are going to start with very simple compounds, and now your energy should be there here. Okay? Your energy should be there. Okay? Yes. So we are going to talk about everything, Sukesh, everything, right? But very aram se we'll talk about everything, right? So don't overload yourself with all these things, right? Okay? Yes. Yes, it refers to only alkyl. Yes. If you have let's say CH3 here, this one is called methyl, right? This is ethyl, right? Yl is for alkyl because it's an alkyl chain, and here CH3 is 1 carbon, C2H5 is 2 carbon. By that you will have propyl, butyl, pentyl, hexyl, heptyl, octyl. Okay, this is what you are going to have. Now let's see what is your main task while doing the while answering the IUPAC naming. First task is to understand what is the parent chain. Parent chain is the longest chain. It will always be the longest chain. So you need to see which is the longest chain here, right? So if you see, if I see this 1, 2, 3, 4, this cannot be the longest chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 longest chains are possible. One is this one, right? So if I take this as the longest chain, 1, 2, 3, on the third position, then you need to do the numbering, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then on the third position, you will have 2 substituents, methyl. This one is to this carbon, you have this attached, this is CH3, that is methyl. And here you have CCH3, that means C2H5 is attached here, right? 2 carbons it attached, that means it is ethyl. Now that means here you will have, on third position you will have ethyl as well and methyl as well. Now these 2 things you will have on the third position. Okay. But if I choose this one, if I choose this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even now I am having the same thing. On third position I have ethyl and on third position I have methyl. That means whether I choose this or that is the same thing only, right? So what I'll do now, see, this was a very simple one. Now how are you going to write it, okay? Firstly, you will always write the substituents, right, that are not included in the parent chain. So this is your parent chain, and the one that are not included in the parent chain, you will write that. Now 2 substituents you have. One is 3, on the third position you have ethyl, and then on the third position you have methyl. Okay, right? Now the question is, ma'am, what should I write first? Should I write ethyl first or methyl first, right? For that you will prefer alphabetically, right? That means E comes first. So what you will do? You will say 3 ethyl, right? Then you will say 3 methyl, 3 ethyl, 3 methyl, and here it is, what it is? Hex. Hex means it is in the parent chain you have 6 number of carbons. And isn't it simple? Alkane, so you will write simple hexane, right? And that is going to be the first answer here. Very good. Alphabetical order. Very good, Anjali, JEE aspirant, Hema, 3 ethyl, 3 methyl hexane. Very good, right? Very good. Now, next is 3 ethyl. Okay, different is not written. That was, wait a minute. Okay, ignore that, right? So, now let's see this here. This one is, you have to predict the longest chain here. Longest chain will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be 8 membered. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4. But now this complex will be there. It is not having a simple name. We need to have some simple chain then. Right? So what we will do? If I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, here we have 9. If I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 it will be. Means I can have 9 is the maximum longest chain is possible, right? So I can write it two ways. I can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can write the opposite also. But whenever you are writing the longest chain, here it was coming out to be symmetrical only, so it doesn't matter here. But in this case, it does matter. If I write it this way, my substituent will be on 5th and 7th position. 5th and 7th position, right? But if I write it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then my substituent is going to be on 3rd and 5th position. Now, according to lowest locant rule, right, you will locate it to the lowest possible number, right? So that means I will neglect this and I will choose this. That means 3 and 5 I am going to choose, and here it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hence here what you can say, choose the, write it here, choose, or you can say give lowest number, so that when you see your notes you can say that why I have written it here. Give lowest number to the substituents. You should give the lowest number to the substituents, and that is the reason I am choosing this numbering here, right? Okay, and here you can write choose longest chain. Longest, every single structure. This lecture is made in a way, students, so that it's not like randomly I have picked up questions, right? So this lecture I have structured in such a way so that every single question you are learning something, right? So you can't get off your head for even 1 minute, right? So if you see this here, right, that is going to be 3-methyl. This is CH3. This is 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon. So this one will be methyl, right? And this one will be propyl, right? So answer here is going to be methyl or propyl. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, M, N, O, P, Q, M, N, O, P, right? M is before that, right? So it will be 3-methyl, then 4-propyl, now you have 9 carbons here, so it will be nonane, right? Nonane because it's a simple alkane here, right? Right, everybody? Very good, right? Okay. Wait a minute, have I written 4 here? No, it should be 5 here. Yes, it should be 5 here. It is 5 now, so it should be 5 here. Okay, so 3-methyl, 5-propyl, nonane. Next is, when you have a confusion, now ma'am you have a cyclic ring, ma'am we have an open chain, now what should I choose? Should I choose the cyclic one or should I choose the open one, right? So when you have this kind of confusion, you will choose the one which has more number of carbons, right? So having more number of carbon in the parent chain is selected. So if I choose this thing, this will have 2 carbons, right? If I choose this, this will have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. Some students, you know what they do? They select open chain like this, 1, 2, 3. Ma'am, this carbon is also of this open chain. No, break this bond, break this bond. This is the chain, open chain, and this is the cyclic compound, right? Now if you see, here you have 2 carbons, here you have 4 carbons, so more will be selected as parent chain. So this will be selected as parent chain. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Why I have not written it like 1, 2, 3, 4? Because I want to give substituent the lowest number. So that's why it is written as 1. You can do 2, 3, 4 or 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. that is symmetrical only. So on the first position you have ethyl here, so I'll say 1 ethyl cyclo, because it's a cyclic alkane, right? In a cyclic alkane it is written as cyclobutane, right? So here 1 ethyl cyclobutane is the correct answer here, right everybody? Cyclo is chosen here, right? Right, okay. Very good. So next is, let's see the next one. Okay, now can you tell me which one you will choose? This one or this one, this one or this one, which one you will choose? One that has more number of carbons, right? Now here we will choose, this has 1, break this bond. How you will calculate the carbon? Break this bond. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons here. This has 1, 2, 3 carbons here. So definitely open chain we will choose here. So it will be 1, 2. Seriously, some students draw the open chain like this, 1, 2. This is not a part of open chain. This is part of this cycle, right? So that's why this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, right? So here it will be, this is on the first position you have cyclo. Now tell me one thing, should I write cyclopropane here? 1 cyclopropane butane. Is it the right thing to write? Is it right? No, definitely not, ma'am. Why? Because any substituent, right? But this is cycloalkene, this is cycloalkene, right? From that cycloalkane, if you remove one hydrogen and that is connected to something else, that will become alkyl. So that is cyclopropyl, okay? So you will write it as cyclopropyl, propyl butane, cyclopropyl butane I am writing, why it is propyl? No, it is not propyl, wait a minute. Yes, propyl butane only, yes. Cyclopropyl butane, yes, okay. 1 cyclopropyl butane, very good. Now next is, next one, let's see that. Okay, that one will be, let's see, if you have same number of carbon in open and closed chain, now what you will do? Same number of carbon you have, break this bond, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon here, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon here. Now ma'am, you told us ma'am that more number of carbons, you will choose that. But what if both have same number of carbon? Now what you are going to do? Now what you are going to do, you are going to choose the open chain as the parent chain, right? Open chain as the parent chain. So now, how should I draw it? So I'll draw it like this, okay? So this will be 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Okay, and that's how, what is the name here? 1 cyclobutyl butane, right? So answer will be 1 cyclobutyl butane, that is going to be the answer, right? Because it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the substituent that will be named as 1 cyclobutyl, right? This is on the first position, so it is 1, so this is called butane, right? Next is this one, guys. What do you name this? Same number of carbons in the open chain and the closed chain. Again, you will have 1, 2. This may seem like this has more, this has less carbon, this has more. Again, I am saying one thing again and again. I am repeating because students make this mistake. I have seen like Telegram messages, Instagram messages asking me, ma'am, why ma'am it has ma'am 3 carbons, ma'am, why it should have 4 carbon, ma'am. That's what I am telling you. Break this. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. Don't do these silly mistakes, right? So this is just a connection of these 2 carbons. That is the bond, right? So now again what you will have, this will act as a substituent, right? So here it will be 1 pentane, no, 1 cyclopropyl, and this is propane. 1 cyclopropyl propane. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Right? Okay. Now let's see this. Now let's see alkene part. Right? Let's move towards the next thing, that is alkene. Now in alkene, if you see, how do you answer alkene? How do you answer alkene? Simple thing is, I'll just explain you here. Alkene nomenclature. Nomenclature. Now how do you write alkene nomenclature? Very simple. In alkene nomenclature, right, this is, let's say, CH4. You write it as methane, right? Methane, right? If you have CH3, you write it as ethane, right? One thing is one carbon, alkene does not exist. Does not exist. Not possible only. Because for alkene, you should have 2 carbons at least, which should make a double bond, right? So this will happen, alkene will be CH2, double bond CH2. And here the answer is going to be, anybody? Instead of ane, you are going to write ene. Instead of ane, you are going to write ene, right? So this will be alkene. Ene you will write. This is alkane. This is ane, right? So this is going to be eth. Eth is from alkyl part. Ethene. That is called ene, right? Now let's see how you're going to answer this. When you see this here, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Either this is possible, or you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In both the cases, alkene is starting from the 3rd position, right? So whatever you choose will be correct, because there is no difference in that, right? So I'll choose this one. So it will be hex. Now this is not written as prefix. Prefix means before this hex, hept, right? Before this name, right? Before naming the parent chain, you write the substituents, right? So here it is not written like that. Hex, ane, right? That was if you have 1. Now this is hex 3e, because on the 3rd position you have the alkene part, right? Now let's discuss about this. This is the terminal alkenes. So this will be always start from, always give more priority to alkene, multiple bonds, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here it will be, this is pent 1ene, right? Or you can just simply say pentene, right? That is your answer here. Next is, that we have done, next is this one. Now you have this structure where you have 2 substituents, one is bromo, one is chloro. This one is called chloro, this one is called bromo, right? Now the question is, ma'am, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you tell me what you will prefer here? In this case you are giving 3 bromo, right? In this case you are giving 5 bromo. See, you have 2 compounds, one is bromo, one is chloro, right? Either you can give bromo the lowest number or chloro the lowest number. So lowest number is given in an alphabetical order, right? We know that B comes first, so you will say write here lowest number is given according to alphabetical order, What is the alphabetical order? According to that it will be given, right? So what you will do, you will choose this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this we are doing only because, see, very important thing, this we are doing only because here 3 will be bromo, and if I choose from here then 3 will be chloro. Now because the fight is not between 1, 5, the fight is between 3 can be bromo or 3 can be chloro, right? So it is symmetrical from both sides. So that's why I will prefer alphabetical order, and I will say 3 bromo, 5 chloro, 5 chloro, and this is heptane. 3 bromo, 5 chloro and heptane, that is the correct answer, right? Okay, now let's see. Next is multiple bonds, right? Now another thing is that, see, here how you will prioritize, okay? Here how you will prioritize. Here you have 1, 2, 3, you can give 3 bromo. To ene you can just write it like this, okay? To ene you will give 4 ene, it will be 4 ene. Just write it what are the names that you can give, right? And 5 you will give to chloro, okay? That is the first possibility here, right? I will just write it here, that is the first possibility. Second possibility is 1, 2, 3. 3 I can give. In the second possibility I am getting 3 chloro, but I am getting 5 bromo, but I am also getting 3 ene. Now it's a difficult choice. What should you do? Right? It's a difficult choice. Is the voice low, guys? Is the voice low? Everybody, is the voice low? Hello? If the voice is low, do let me know in the chat box if the voice is low. Right? Hello, 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 hello. Now is it fine? Now is it fine? Yes? Beta, till I complete what I have decided, this session will go on, right? Okay? Acha, tell me one thing. This is 2 choices you have. Which one you will prefer? I will prefer this one. I will not prefer this one. You should also prefer this one. Because multiple bond is given more respect as compared to alphabetical order. Now this depends, right? Here you had no multiple bonds, so you were like, I will go according to alphabetical order. But here you have multiple bonds, so multiple bond have more priority as compared to substituents. So you will say this one is preferred, so here it will be 3 chloro, 5 bromo, then you have 3 chloro, 5 bromo, hept 3 ene, and that is going to be the correct answer in the end. 3. Wait a minute. Acha, this also you should see, na? That I forgot. Yes, you can write this way, but because B is alphabetical order, it will written before, right? So it will be 5 bromo, 3 chloro, because that will be written before. Okay? 5 bromo, 3 chloro, hept 3 ene. That will be the answer. Now, next is when you have 2 double bonds, right? When you have 2 double bonds, then what is the new thing here, ma'am? Let's see. Okay? So you'll say, ma'am, it will start from lowest number I want to give. I'll start from here. I'll have 3 and 5 ene. Not possible. So what I'll give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'll give 1 and 3 ene. So what I should write? Hex 1, 3, diene, because here you have 2 enes. Should it be diene? Is it the correct one? No. Right? Is it the correct one? No. Why? Because whenever you have 2 enes, right? If more than one double bond present, then the suffix a will be added here. Ma'am, what is this? Where should I add this suffix say? So instead of hex, you will write hexa. Instead of hex, you will write hexa. Okay? So if it would have been 3 enes, 4 enes, you will write hexa, penta, metha. Okay? That means more than one multiple bond is present here. Right, everybody? Now, that is the correct answer. Next one is this one. See what structure is given to you and how we are going to answer this structure. Yes, everybody? Everybody in the chat box? Right. So, if you see this here, 2 multiple bonds are given to you. Now, we have an option. Either you can choose this longest chain. 2 things you have, 2 roads, right? The road not taken, we have to choose, right? So here one option is that your, oh my god, longest chain, ma'am, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ma'am, 9 carbon chain, ma'am. Other is saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon chain, but I have multiple bonds. Now which one you will prefer? Multiple bonds in the parent chain, or you will prefer the longest chain? You will prefer multiple bonds. Multiple bonds are given so much respect, full respect to multiple bonds, right? You will say, ignore this longest chain, I don't want this longest chain, right? It's like you're getting a lot of food, right? Like khichdi, this and that, so much like, you know, hospital wala khana they have given you, right? Khichdi and all, which you don't like, right? And then someone is giving you, I'll give you just little dosa, right? I'll give you a little burger. So you'll say, I will prefer burger, I'll prefer dosa only. I want to eat less, but I want to eat good, right? Similarly here, he wants to eat good. So good is in the multiple bonds. So that's why now you will have 2 options here. Either you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So in this case, you will have 3rd and 4th position. On 3rd position, you will have propyl. On 4th position, you will have 1,2-butyl. Now, because B is alphabetically on the lower side, I should give less numbering to butyl if possible. If possible. Is it possible? Yes. If I give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can give less numbering to butyl, right? So, can I say this will be 3-butyl, 3-butyl, 4 propyl, and then this one will be hex, 2 enes you have, 2 ines you have. The triple bond is ine. This represents triple bond. Okay. So you have 1 and 5th position. So it will be hexa in fact, hexa, 1, 5 ine. Okay. Right. We should write di ine. Okay, 2 ines you have, no? So it will be di-ine, right? 3-butyl, 4-propyl, hexa, 1,5 di-ine, right? Next is this one. Let's see what you are going to answer here. What you are going to answer, everybody in the chat box. Let's see what we are going to see here. If you see, again, I'll firstly always see the longest chain. Longest chain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That I am sure that longest chain is only this, other chain longest not possible, right? This is the longest chain, that is 10 carbons you have, right? Okay, that means decane it is. But where should I start it? If I start it from here, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here you have 3rd, 4th, then you have 6th, then 8th will be substituents. If you have alphabetical order, we'll see in the end, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here you have 3, 5, 7, 8. 3, 5, 7, 8. Right? Isn't it? Wait a minute. Here it was 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4. 3, 4, it is not 3, 4, and then this was this one, right? Now we are getting two things. If I start from here, I'll give bromo the lowest point. Here I'll give methyl the lowest, right? So what should I choose here? What should I choose here? When you have this kind of confusion, what you will choose? Anybody? 3, 5, 7, 8 or 3, 4, 6, 8? Yes, students? Anybody in the chat box? 3 butyl 4 plus, okay, that is good, but what about this one, right? So see, here I am getting 3 bromo, 5 chloro, 7 nitro, 8 methyl. There I am getting 3 methyl, 3 methyl, 3, 4 nitro, 5, 6 chloro and this. So if I can give bromine the lowest number, I would prefer that only, na? I'll prefer that. I want to give bromine the lowest number, so I will prefer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because alphabetical order is competing with the multiple bonds, right? So here, right, what we'll do, we'll choose 3 bromo, then you have 5 chloro, 7 nitro, 8 methyl, and then this is decane. Okay, that is decane, right? Okay, very good evening everybody. Now let's talk about the next one. If the substituent is a complex substituent, ma'am, I don't want to make it complex, then make the longest chain. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But if I choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means if I choose this, then it will be 8 number. If I choose this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or if I choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same it is, symmetrical it is. So that means this will become, if I choose the longest chain, then this will become see, complex substituent is only chosen if you have longest chain. If with some other 9 number carbon chain you are not having complex chain, then I would choose that, right? So here with maximum longest chain I have this complex substituent. Now let's see, this is not ethyl, this is not methyl, this is some different substituent which will have its own naming. How do I write it? Let's see, right? Let's see how do you write this. So this substituent will have its own naming, numbering, that this will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It will be 1, 2, 3. Right? And now here remember one thing. When you are doing complex number naming, the carbon that is connected to this carbon, this will always have 1. Okay? Then you will have 2 or 3. You can't choose it like this. You can't choose it like 1, 2, 3, 4. That you can't choose. You will always choose this as number 1, number 2, number 3, that is connecting. Right? So it is 1, 1 dimethyl propane. So it will be on the 5th number you have 1, 1. You can also name it 1 dash, 3 dash, 2 dash. You can write 1 dash, 1 dash. Dimethyl, and here full number of carbons are 3, so it will be propyl, right? And here you will have nonane, that is going to be the answer here. Clear? Right? Voice very good. Acha, thank you. Right? Yes. Alphabetical order missing there. Then you should write It's okay even if you write 8 methyl 7 nitro, that also is okay. That much so you don't need to worry, right? That much you don't need to worry, that will be like too much, right? That you can write whatever way you want, right? So now next is, this we have done? No, we have not done this. So here if I want to choose the maximum number of carbons, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? If I choose this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it may seem that this is a complex substituent question, but it is not. If I choose it like this, if I choose this parent chain, then there is no complex substituent here, right? So because that is also the longest chain here, longest chain possible. So now the next question is, should I start from here or here? Definitely here, because here substituent will have lowest number. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here what you will write? You will write on the third position you have dimethyl and here you have ethyl. Okay, so you will prefer writing 4 first. 4 ethyl, then you will have 3, 3 dimethyl, 3, 3 dimethyl. And what is this one? This is heptane. 4 ethyl, 3, 3 dimethyl, heptane. Yes, I will definitely do. Why will I not do? Right? 1, 2, 3, no? So it will be 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Have I written it wrong? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. How is that possible? 4 means it should be here. Not possible. Then I should write it like 1, 2. Acha. Hexane. Why I have choose that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Right? No. This is not written right. This will be the right one. Okay? There is no other possible chain now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 it will be. Right? If I choose this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is the only possibility here. Right? This is the only possibility. So now let's start with the functional groups. Okay? Guys, let's start with the functional groups now. Right, everybody? So functional groups, I'll start with alcohol, right? So what is alcohol, right? Alcohol is having ROH bond. OH is there, right? So how it is written? Alcohol, how it is written? It is written number of carbons, like you have alkane. You will erase the E part and you will put ol here. Alkanol, right? Okay. So basically it will be, this is 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons. So it will be propane, cancel E and put ol. So this will be propanol, right? So if you see, always the numbering starts from the functional groups. Even if you number this, it will start from the functional groups. Now functional groups has more priority as compared to multiple bonds, or you talk about substituents, they have more priority over them. So it will be 1, 2, 3 propanol, right? Right. Next is this one, how you will number it? Oxygen does not have any carbon. So first carbon will be this one, 1, 2, either you can have 3 here or you can have 3 here. So it will be on second position you have methyl. So it will be 2 methyl, 2 methyl, 2 methyl, and here it is propane, Cancel E, you will have 1 ol. So you can write propanol, right? 2-methyl propanol, right? Next is, now let's see this one. How do you write it? How do you write it? This one will be, if you see this here, this one will be, how do you number it, right? There are 2 possibilities here. Either you should number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here alcohol will have 4 ol. Either you number it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you will have 3 ol. Now I told you functional groups always have highest priority. So you will always choose the functional groups like this, okay? You will always choose 3 ol here, right? You will always choose functional group with lowest number. So here it will be on 5th position, 5,5 dimethyl, 5,5 dimethyl, and this is going to be hexane. Cancel E, it will be on the 3rd position, you have O, right? 5,5 dimethyl hexanol, right everybody? Okay, yes, 3 ol is preferred here, right? Next is, you have this one in which now you have diols, right? Where you have diols means which have 2 alcohol groups, right? That is diols. Now in diols, how you are going to do this? Now in diols, guys, how are you going to do this? 2 possibilities are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simple thing is, if I do this thing, I choose this, I'll have 2 ol and 2 methyl. That means on 2 I have 2 substituents. Here on 2 I have only 1 substituent. And those substituents in both the cases have ols. So what I'll choose? I'll choose 2 substituents including ol, right? So that means answer will be 2 methyl. Either ways you will have 2,4 diol. But in this case you are getting 2 methyl, in that case you will get 4 methyl. So I'll choose this one, 2 methyl 5 it is. So it is pentane, E cancel, and you will have ol here. So it will be 2,4 diol, right? 2,4 diol, right everybody? Now let's see this. Now what you have is, you have double bond, you have OH. Now you have to choose one of them, right? Now you have to choose one of them. Let's see what you will choose here, right? Okay, so it will be 1, 2. As I told you, you will always choose functional group here. Functional group is chosen over multiple bonds. So it will be hept, no, it is pent, no. So it will be pentane. Now you don't have pentane, it is ene. So what you will do? Pent 4-ene. Now this E will be cancelled. Why it is cancelled? You know why I have cut ene of alkane? It was alkane. We have cut E and we have put ol, right? So why this E is always cancelled? Because E cut, because after E, if you have A, I, O, U or Y, if you have these things, these vowels and Y, then E will be cancelled, okay? Then E will be cancelled. So E will be cancelled because after this you have ol. So it will be in ol, in 2 ol, in 2 ol. Right, so that's why E will be cancelled here, right? Okay. Acha, हाँ, it is 3. Wait a minute. Yes, it is 3. So I'll just put 3 here. Yes, it is 3. Okay, done. Now, next is, let's talk about ether. Let's talk about ether now. Right, everybody? Let's talk about ether. Ether means what you will have here, everyone. Ether is ROR, right? Now, in this case, the structure is, the IUPAC naming is alkoxy alkene. Ma'am, you have two alkyl chains. Which will be alkoxy? Which will be alkane? For that, chain with less number of carbon is alkoxy. That means here it is symmetrical only, so I will simply write methoxy methane. Right? You will simply write methoxymethane because it is same. But here what you will do? This one is less number. Less number. So it will become alkoxy. This is more number. So this will become alkane. Right? So what you will have here? Alkoxy alkane. That means what you will have here? Methoxy, and this is ethane. Methoxy ethane is going to be the correct answer here. Right? Okay? Yes, everyone? Tell me, is there any problem in this one? Shall I give you one more compound here? Shall I give you one more compound to answer? Shall I give you one more compound to answer here? If you have now what will be the answer? Now what will be the answer? Answer will be more number will be alkane. Less number will be alkoxy. Less number will be alkoxy. Right? So what you will write? Alkoxy alkane. Right? So answer will be what, everybody? Answer will be ethoxypropane. Ethoxypropane. Right? Now let's talk about aldehydes. Now in aldehydes what we will do? Anybody? Aldehydes is RCHO, right? Or you also write it like C double bond OH. These are always terminal. These are terminal group it is. It is a terminal group, right? Now in this case what you will do? See everyone, in this case what you will do? This is the terminal group, that is RCHO, and here it is written as alkane, E is cut and here you will write al. Aldehyde you will take here al, right? Al. Propanol, butanol, ethanol, right? Okay? Now let's see this. What about this one? Very simple. It will start from here 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be butanol. Butanol, right? Next is ketone, right? Ketone. Don't worry, we are going to talk about aldehyde a lot. Here I am just giving you introduction of these compounds, right? So if you see, this is, let's say, RC double bond O R dash, right? And here we write it as alkane, E cancelled, it is with one. Alkanone, right? For example, you have this compound, this is 1, this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, 4 and 5. So here, right, you will write it like pentane 2-one. This will be written like pentane 2. On second position you have double bond O, that is one, right? So it will be pentane 2-one, right? Okay, yes everybody. Now let's see the next one, this one. So here it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? Now here what you will write, everybody in the chat box. So here you will write it like pentane 3-one. Because on the third position you have this C double bond O, that is your ketonic group, right? Don't write simple one. Pentanone is wrong. Because if you write pentanone, that means double bond is here. Double bond can also be here, right? So you need to mention it is pentane 3-one, right? You need to mention what is the number of this one. Where is ketone located? Is it on second position? Is it on third position? Is it on fourth position? What is the position, right? Now this case C, here it is 1, 2, 3. This is pentane, pentane I am writing, this is propane 2-one, or I can also write it as propane, no. But ma'am, just now you told us that you need to mention the double bond O. Ma'am, here you are not mentioning, right? Why not on first position? Kiwi Creations, you write it on the first position, then name it according to the structure, na? Name this one. This one will be pentanone. This one will be pentanone. Pentane 1-one, that means pentanone. Structures are entirely different, right? So what structure I am writing, according to that you need to answer, right? So here I am saying either you write pentane 2-one. Now, wait a minute. Here I am saying that you need to write it according to whether it's pentane 1-one or pentane 2-one or pentane 3-one whatsoever. But here I am saying that write it just the same. Write it as it is. Write pentane 2-one or pentane 1-one, it is the same thing. Why? Because if I put it on this position, it will become aldehyde. Very good Robin, very good. It will become aldehyde. If you put it on this position, it will become aldehyde. So you need to put it on the second position so it becomes ketone, right? Okay. So either prop 2-one or propanone. That will be the correct answer, right? Now let's talk about carboxylic acid, that is RCOOH. RCOOH, that is nothing but it is, this is alkane. Alkane, cancel this ane and write oic acid. Alkenoic acid. Okay, let's see how you're going to write it. For example, this is 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So you'll write it like propane 1 oic acid. 1 you can ignore also. You can also write propanoic acid. Same. Now this will also be, carboxylic acid is also always terminal. So it is always going to be oic acid, right? 1 oic acid, it is always going to be. There is no possibility that aldehyde and carboxylic acid will be on the, not on the terminal position if only one functional group is present. What I am saying, if only one functional group is present, right? Next is, this we have done. Then acyl halide, that is called as oil halide, oil halide. Now this thing is given to you. Number of carbon is 1, 2, 3. So instead of saying propane, you will write propanoyl. This is chloride, so you will write propanoyl chloride. This is for acyl halide. Acyl halide is RC=OX. That I told you initially in the starting what is different functional groups. Okay, got it everybody. Now next is amide. RCO, this, so you will have a proper chapter on this, right? So here it is 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons you have, so it will be propane. Instead of E, you will have 1 amide. So this is also called as propanamide. Okay? So this is also at terminal positions only, right? Okay? Tell me, bacha, if that is clear. If that is clear, we are almost towards ending of, like we are moving towards polyfunctional groups, where more interesting part will start. But before that, you should know how to answer individual groups, right? Next is ester. So in ester, you have alkyl alkanoid. Do you remember, just like in ether, you had alkoxy alkane. You were confused that, ma'am, which part should be alkane, which part should be alkoxy, right? That we understood that less number of carbon should be alkoxy. In ether, in ester, what you will understand, in ester what the situation is like, okay? In ester, right, ma'am, NH2 is secondary amine. Better we will discuss about primary, secondary amines. We will discuss about that in amines chapter, okay? Right, we will discuss about that. When the time is right, we will discuss everything, right? Right now, 1 degree, 2 degree alcohol, primary, secondary, we will discuss about that. In fact, in the next lecture, I am going to tell you about primary, tertiary, all these things. Just relax for some time, right? So here, alkyl and alkanoate. Alkyl is the one which is with oxygen atom. Alkanoate is the one which is with C double bond O, right? So this one is the alkyl part. This is with C double bond O. This one is the alkanoate part. Okay? With oxygen you have alkyl part, as simple as that. Okay, with oxygen you have alkyl part. So this will be, this is 2 carbons, so this will be ethyl. And in that you have, including this, you have 2 carbons, 1, 2, so it will be ethyl ethanoate. Ethyl ethanoate, right? Okay. What about this one? With oxygen you will have alkyl part. So this one is having 2 carbons, so it will be ethyl. This will be the alkyl part. This one will be the alkanoate part, right? So this one will be 1, 2, 3 carbons, so this will be propanoate. Propanoate. Ethyl propanoate. Is that clear? Is that clear? Ethyl ethanoate. Oh, sorry, ethyl propanoate. Right, everybody? Next lecture will be tomorrow, right? Next is anhydride, that I told you before also. Anhydride is when you take water from carboxylic acid. So name is also like that. So here you have, you need to see from which carboxylic acid it must be made up of, right? So this is made up of, here it must be propanoic acid and here also it must be propanoic acid. From 2 propanoic acids it is made up of, so it will be propanoic. Instead of acid you will write anhydride. Anhydride. Because it is made up of 2 propanoic acids, so you will say propanoic anhydride. Okay, propanoic anhydride. Next is, this is not made up of 2 different acids. This one is propanoic acid and this one is ethanoic acid, 2 carbons. So we will write ethanoic, propanoic. Instead of acid you will write anhydride. Ethanoic, propanoic, anhydride. Okay. Got it? Ethanoic, propanoic, anhydride. Okay. Next. Now we have done like when you have a single functional group. Now we will move towards multiple functional group in a compound. Polyfunctional groups in a compound, and that is very interesting. If they ask you just the IUPAC naming, most probably they will ask from polyfunctional groups. Okay, and that is also very simple, right? Okay, everybody, do let me know if that is clear, right? If that is clear. Okay, any problem till here? Buffer one means? Once again say, ma'am, propanoic anhydride. Okay, propanoic anhydride. Okay, wait a minute. See, Vicha, this is, see, this one is made up of 1, 2, 3 carbons here. That means propanoic. Which is C. Simple thing is that you have CH3, CH2, C double bond O, OH. Similarly, you will have C double bond O, OH. This is CH2, CH3. Isn't it propanoic acids? Now, when you take water from here, you will have the formation of this anhydride. Because this anhydride is made up of two propanoic acids, so it is called propanoic anhydride, right? Now, the thing is that, how do you need to always write it like this? No, just calculate number of carbons from this C double bond O. This is 1, 2, 3. So, this is propanoic. This is 1, 2, 3. This is propanoic. So, you will write propanoic anhydride simply, right? If they are different, so you will write ethanoic propanoic anhydride. Like you have two different acids from which this is made up of. Okay? Got it? Right? Okay? All clear? All clear? All clear? All clear or all clear? Which clear it is? It should not be like, ma'am, all clear, ma'am, everything going from head, ma'am. Nothing, ma'am, I am able to understand. Yes. Okay. So, now let's see this. This is just a revision. Alcohol is alkanol, ether is alkoxy alkane, where alkoxy is less number of carbon. This is more carbon, more number of carbon. This is more carbon, you can say. This is less carbon, right? Alkenyl aldehyde, alkanone is ketone, right? Then you have carboxylic acid, alkanoic acid, ester is alkane alkanoate. Alkanoate, wait a minute, have I written alkyl alkanoate there? Wait a minute, alkyl alkanoate, no? Wait. Yes. It will be alkyl alkanoate, okay? So, alkyl alkanoate. Okay? Then there is amide, that is an alkanamide. Then acid halide is oil halide, right? That we have discussed, right? Cyanide we will write by nitrile. This I can give you an example of this one. Anhydride we have done, amine we have not done, right? Amine is directly written by amine, okay? Methenamine or ethanamine, right? For example, like this, I'll just write it here, these two things. For example, you have CH3, CH2, Cn. So, this will be directly written as nitrile, so it will be ethyl nitrile, yes, right? And if you write NH2 here, right, that will be directly ethanamide, okay? That's how you need to draw it, okay? Amine vagara we will discuss in detail also, right? So, yes, okay. Before moving forwards, all the students here, guys, link for MVSAT program is in the description box. That is totally free of cost. In fact, if you get good rank here, if you are among 2.5 lakh students here, then you will get 150 crore of scholarship and 2 crore worth of cash and rewards you will get, like iPhone, iPads and all these things you will get. So, everybody register yourself, the link is in the description, and the tests are going to be on 4th, 5th, 11th and 12th, all are Saturday, Sundays, right? And yes, okay, so what are you waiting for, right? Have you registered yourself to the MVSAT program or not, right? Okay. Ma'am, in ethanoic propanoic anhydride, beta, it is made up of ethanoic acid and propanoic acid, that's why I have written ethanoic propanoic anhydride. Okay, to from which it is made up of, I will write that name only, right? So, ethanoic acid and propanoic acid, when they lose water, they will make ethanoic propanoic anhydride. Okay, got it? Yes, good. Now, let's understand Now let's understand, wait a minute, is this repeated? Wait a minute, have we discussed this? Alcohol, this we have written before also. Okay. Now let's discuss polyfunctional group, right? Okay. Yes. Let's discuss polyfunctional group, right? Polyfunctional group means in one structure you will have more than one functional groups, right? That means, now see one thing, right? It's like when you are alone somewhere, you are the king of that place, right? If you are the only JEE aspirant in your relatives, right, you will be the king. You will be like, I am preparing for JEE, please have some respect for me. I am preparing for JEE. Right? If you have so many JEE aspirants in your family, then the priority will be set, right? They will be like, he has got this much, he got this much mock test, in mock test, he is like getting good marks, he is not getting good marks. According to that, they will set the priority, right? So when the functional group was alone, we were giving respect to the functional group. Now there are so many functional groups, so accordingly we'll set the priority of the functional groups, right? Okay. So how we are going to, the order of decreasing priority for some functional group will be written, and in fact let's understand this with the help of a trick, right? So it is cute Santa, add Esther, wait a minute, what was it? I have written it here, yes, I have written it here, right? So this way you can remember this. I remember it as it is, right? But students ask that, ma'am, we need a trick to remember. So this way you can remember if it feels easy. If you feel like, ma'am, trick is not so good, make your own trick in your own language. Do that, right? Feel free. Cute Santa and Esther. That means cute Santa and Esther is there. Hallie ate chocolate ice cream, right? Edward King it is. Edward King arranged the amazing event, right? So cute Santa and Esther are going somewhere. Hallie ate chocolate ice cream. Hallie has eaten chocolate ice cream. Edward King, there is some king who has arranged amazing event. How I remember this is carboxylic. Firstly, you will have derivatives of carboxylic. Carboxylic, then sulfonic. After that, you will have derivatives like anhydride, ester, halide, right? Then you will have amide. These are all the derivatives of carboxylic acids, right? We know that. Then cyanide and isocyanide. After carboxy, you will have triple bonds, that is cyanide, isocyanide. After that, you will have double bond, that is aldehyde and ketone, which are having double bonds. Then you will have single bonds like alcohol, thiol is SH, alcohol is OH, right? Amine is NH2, right? Ether is ROR. Here you will have the single bonds, okay? Ketone is C double bond O, right? This is C double bond OH, right? This is the derivatives, this is C triple bond N, this is N triple bond C, right? That is how you have this. Acid derivatives, triple bond, double bond, and then single bond, right? Okay. Yes, everybody. Now, let's see how the substituent, when they are acting as a substituent, then what is written, okay? First, we just go through the names. I'll give you some examples, then you will understand it better, right? So, alcohol is written as, when it is acting as a substituent, when it is not the hero. When alcohol is the hero, we write ol. When alcohol is not the hero, we write hydroxy. When amine is not the hero, we write it amino. Ketone is written as oxo. Aldehyde is also written as oxo. This is also written as keto as well, right? No, this is not written as keto. This is also written as keto. But even if oxo is written, that also you will say correct only, right? Both of them we write oxo only. Oxo or keto it is written. Formyl is written, but for a different concept that we will learn when we will do the examples, right? Then for ester it is written, very rarely you will see these as the substituents, but ester is written when you have alkoxycarbonyl. Acyl halide is written as halocarbonyl. Amide is written as carbamoyl. Cyanide is written as cyano, right? Then you will have sulfonic acid is written as sulfo. Ether is written as alkoxy. Carboxylic acid is written as carboxy. I know that is going over your head now, right? Ma'am, what you are doing, ma'am? Right, ma'am, what is this, ma'am? How do I remember this? Isn't it? So, let's see this, right? Okay, let's see this, right? Cool, everybody? Now, let's understand how do we write all these compounds, how do we actually understand the polyfunctional groups with the help of the examples, right? Let's understand this with the help of the examples, everybody. Let's understand. So, one by one we are going to see this. This one is having two functional groups. This is carboxylic acid and this is alcohol. Now, cute Santa, this is carboxylic acid definitely have more priority as compared to alcohol group. So, alcohol will act as a substituent, right? Now, well, alcohol is acting as a substituent, it has the name hydroxy, right? Not ol, hydroxy. So, now you will take it as a substituent, it will be mentioned as this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it? I'll mention it like this, right? Now, priority order is there, beta. What I told you here, priority order is there. See, carboxylic acid, then you have alcohol. Carboxylic acid has more priority as compared to alcohol. But tell me, till now everything is clear, na? Shall I move with the examples or not? This always happens, okay? You will, it's like I'll teach you about full movie and then you will ask, ma'am, who was the hero of the movie, ma'am? Please tell me, ma'am. Who was the hero, ma'am? What was the story, ma'am? But we have watched the full movie, right? Tell me, if there is any problem here, that is clear, no? This is the priority order, right? You have to choose according to this priority order, right? Now, I am giving you examples. These names, you don't need to cram it. When you will do practice, automatically that will get into your head. You don't need to cram it, right? Practice is more needed, right? After that, you go through these tables, okay? These tables I have made so that you can make a short notes by yourself and paste it somewhere so that you can remember it, right? That's why I have made that table. So, it will be 3-hydroxy. On third position, you have hydroxy, right, as a substituent. This is as a substituent, okay? This is a substituent now. Rest is, it is pentane, 1-oic acid, 1-oic acid. Right, everybody? Got it now? 3-hydroxy pentane 1-oic acid. Very good. Right? Now, let's do the next one. That is, next one is, now this is aldehyde and this is OH. Now, which one will have more priority, aldehyde or OH? Aldehyde or OH? Double bond has more priority as compared to single bond. That's also way you can remember it. That's how I remember it. But eventually you don't even to remember anything. If you have practice, then automatically it will be in your head. Okay. So here hydroxy is the substituent. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be 3-hydroxy. 3-hydroxy. And when aldehyde is the main group, it is simple al only. So it will be written as butane 1-al, butanal. It is written as butane 1-al, butanal, right? Okay. Now what you have two groups, NH2 and CHO, which will have more priority. Everybody, which one will have more priority? Or you can tell me which one will be the substituent, which will have less priority, right? So NH2 has less priority here, right? So that is the reason it is written as, I'll just copy paste this slide as well on the next page. So I'll write something else there, right? This is NH2, and here what you can write here, this will be written as 1, 2, 3 and 4. It will be written as 3 amino. 3 amino. Then this is butane 3-ul. Butane 3-ul, right? CHO more priority, 2 amino butanol, very good. Now let's just see one thing. Now I am erasing this thing. You need to tell me I am writing something else here. Let's see if you are able to predict that. Let's see if you are able to predict that or not. If I write it like this, then what you will answer? If I write it OH, now what you will answer? If this is OH here, then what you will answer? If this is OH here, then what you are going to answer here, everybody? Yes? Which one will be more priority? We have seen the priority list here. This is alcohol and this is amine. So alcohol has more priority, right? So that also you should remember. Single bond, in between single bond also which has a more priority. In fact, you know, that is on the next page only. You have this. Okay. So which one will have the more priority here? Which one will have the more priority? OH will have more priority. This will act as a substituent. So it will be 1, 2, 3. Numbering will be according to main group. Right? So this will be 2 amino. This will be 2 amino. 2 amino. 2 amino. Propane 1-ol. 2 amino propane 1-ol. Right? Okay. Got it? Yes. Now what about this one? What about this one? In this case, what should be the answer? Definitely this is the substituent. Numbering will be according to the main group. So you know what students do? Biggest confusion is, ma'am, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ma'am. Numbering is according to the main group. Main group, priority group is alcohol, so numbering will be according to alcohol. Okay, numbering will be according to alcohol here. So here what you will do, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 here. And students, here I am going to write 5 amino hexane, 5 amino hexane 3-ol. Hexane 3-ol. Isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, ma'am, and that's done. What about this one? Now, which one is? Obviously, carboxylic acid is the bacha, it's the king. Carboxylic acid is the king. So it will be 1, 2, 3, and you will have 2 amino carboxylic acid. 2 amino carboxylic acid is its propanoic acid, because acid is on first position only, right? Done. Now next one. Now till now we were doing 2 groups. Now let's move ahead. Let's do 3 groups now. Okay, right, everybody? Done. Okay, let's see. Very good. Now if you see this here, 3 groups are there. One is OH, one is NH2, one is ketone. Definitely this is the 2 side groups. These are the 2 substituents that you have, right ma'am? Substituents, ma'am. Yes ma'am, we have substituents. But ma'am, what do we do now with the substituents? Okay. Yes everybody? Yes. Now you have 2 substituents. The question is, ma'am, should I start from here or here? See, if the numbering you are doing from this side or this side, that differentiates, that is different. How do you do the numbering here, right? Okay, how you do the numbering, that matters a lot, right? So if you are doing numbering from this side, here you will have amino, here you will have hydroxy. Now tell me, according to alphabet, which is alphabetically before and after? Alphabetically, which is before and what is after? Right? Okay? Right? Done, 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 done. So, amino is before. So, I'll answer it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? I'll answer it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here you will have 2 amino, 5 hydroxy, 5 hydroxy. Now tell me what I told you. Ketone will be written as either keto or oxo. Both it can be. So I'll write it as pentane 3-oxo. Right? Okay, pentane. No, why I'm writing it like 3-oxo? No. It will be written as pentane 3-one. Why? Because here ketone is not the substituent. It is the main group. So we will write al only, right? On only. So it will be pentane 3-one. Okay? Yes, everybody. Ma'am, but hydroxy, beta, when I am choosing which is substituent, which is main group, see, when I am choosing the substituent, whether this is a substituent, this is a substituent, this is a main group, then I am looking for the priority list, right? So from priority list, I know that these 2 are substituent. Once the substituents are fixed, now don't see the priority list. Now see alphabetical order. Okay, this is the alphabetical order, this is before, so I'll write the numbering like this. Okay, got it? Yes, students? Got it? Got it, right? Okay, so that will be the answer. Next you have this one, next is this one. Okay, yes. Now you have 2 things, one is COH and one is CO. Which will have more priority? Carboxylic acid, obviously. So this is your main group, that is the substituent. Numbering will be according to main group, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the question of numbering was because numbering main group was always getting 3, right? So that's why we were discussing whether from this side or that side. Okay, understood? Now, what will do? You will have numbering according to the main group, right? So, on 3rd position, you will have keto, that can be written as oxo, right? Oxo, then this is butane, and here you will have on 1st position, you will have oic acid, right? So, it will be 3-oxo, you can also write it as keto. 3-keto, butane, 3-keto, keto, it's not keto, but it is keto, is it? No ma'am. Organic chemistry and cute ma'am, never. Don't worry, I am here for to ease your organic chemistry, I am here, don't worry about that, right? Okay, now let's see this one, everybody. You have 2 things, one is CHO and then there is COH. Which one is the substituent group? Which one is the substituent group? Yes, everybody, let me sit for a minute. Okay. Which one is the substituent group? Okay. Substituent is that one. Substituent is that one, isn't it? Substituent is this one. So can I say one thing, that this will be 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Okay. Now do you remember I told you that aldehyde will have two things. Aldehyde can have two names. Keto, oxo, aldehyde, keto will be here. Wait a minute. This now, it should be like this. They are interreplaceable. You can write oxo or keto, replace this as well. But oxo here and formyl here means two different things. Oxo in when you include the CHO group in the parent chain. Formyl is when you exclude the CHO group in the parent chain. Okay, I'll give you one example of it. Right? Okay. Where it is, yes. So when you include, I have included here, because it is possible I need to have the longest parent chain, that's why I will include it in the parent chain, right? So in this case, what I can write it is 4 oxo, right? Keto we can't write because it's aldehyde, you can't write keto here. Right? So this is butanoic acid. Butanoic acid. Right? So here you have written here. Now, this one you can say, but I will prefer this one only. This one is not preferred, but if it is written, then this means the same thing. Understand one thing. If I want to write the IUPAC naming, I would want to have the longest chain. So I will choose this one. But if I choose 1, 2, 3, then this will become propanoic acid and this will become formyl. But though I would never want to choose a shorter chain if I have an option of choosing the longer chain, right? So 3 formyl propanoic acid. Now someone has written 4 formyl butanoic acid. This is wrong. If you are including CHO in the parent chain, you will write oxo. If you are not including, only then you can write formyl. But exclusion you will do only if it is impossible to include that in the parent chain. But here it is possible to include that in the parent chain. Because here it is possible to include that in the parent chain. So why would I do that? Where it is, yes. Because it is possible to include that in the parent chain. So I would never want to exclude that. Right? Got it, guys? This is very important. This is very important. Tell me if you are able to answer this, understand this. Right? If you are able to understand this, let me know in the chat box. If you are able to understand this, and let me see how many likes you have given for this session, right? Now if the likes are good, that means you find that means you want me to take up more sessions like this. Otherwise I feel, chalo, if you don't care about it, then I will see whether I should take or not, right? Okay, so yes. Understood now? This is clear now? When to use oxo, when to use formyl. When it is included, then you use oxo. When it is excluded, then you use formyl. And here I am talking about only the aldehyde group. Okay? Only the aldehyde group. Now here, you have CHO, you have COH, you have COH. Right? See this. In this case, you have this as a substituent, they are the main group. COH is the main group. Numbering will start either from here or from here. So I can start the numbering from this side 1, 2, 3. If I start from here 1, 2, 3, that is the same thing. Either way you can start the numbering. Okay. Now see one thing. It's not possible to include this CHO in the parent chain. Not possible. So in this case I will prefer formyl. So here I will say always there is no point of oxo here. 3 formyl, and then what you have, this is pentane, right? This is 1 and 5 dioic acid. Dioic acid. Is that clear to everybody? Okay. Yes, Anjali. Naruto. Right, kiddo. August. Yes. Everybody. Sukesh. Clear, no? What we are doing here? Understood now why it is formyl? Oxo is not possible. Again, Anjali, oxo is not possible. Oxo means you are including that in the parent chain. You are not including that in the parent chain. Oxo is wrong. In fact, this is also not right. If you can include that in the parent chain, you will try to include that only. You will not exclude if you can make a long chain. So here I have included that in the parent chain. So that's why it is oxo. Here I have not included that in the parent chain. So that's why it's formyl. Right? Okay. Beta, this is a rule. What you are saying? It is a rule. Rule is saying that it is rule IUPAC. They have given us the rule. If CHO is included in the parent chain, then it will be oxo. If it is not included, then it will be formyl. Okay. So now if you see this one, you have two groups here, this one and this one. Two groups you have, CO and CN. CO and CN, you have two groups here. Now tell me which one will it choose, right? Now bacha, tell me what it will choose. Very good Anjali. Now tell me what it will choose, right? If it's aldehyde or ketone, if oxo is okay. Very good, Guru. Don't worry, that kind of confusion will not be there. According to the number of carbons in the parent chain, easily you can do that, right? Okay, but otherwise that kind of question they will not give you, right? Okay, yes. Okay, so here we'll definitely do that, bacha. Now if you see, this is, which is priority? CO is the priority or CN is the priority, right? CO is the priority or CN is the priority? CN is the, CN is the priority. This will be your substituent. CO will be the substituent now. So now what you will have, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can write 4 oxo or keto. But if Guru is saying that, ma'am, how will I define that whether it's oxo or keto? Let's say you have written oxo here. 4, I'll just draw the structure from the name, okay? 4 oxo, this is pentane. On first you have nitrile, right? Nitrile. Pentane 1 nitrile. Now see this thing here. See this thing. If I see this, if I draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentane, on 1 you have nitrile, that means this is nitrile only, right? Okay. This is nitrile only. Pentane nitrile, that means that is nitrile only. 4 oxo means 1, 2, 3, 4. So even if it's double bond, oxo represents double bond O. Now if it would have been 5 oxo, I would have written it like this. Then it would have been aldehyde. Okay, got it? right? Okay, got it everybody? That's how we're going to do it, right? Okay now, right? Now let's see this. This is too many functional groups you have here. Too many functional groups you have here. Let's understand that and get more clarity on this. Let's understand that and get more clarity on this, right? So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of this we know that this is the main. Only one can be the king, right? There can't be 2, 3 kings. So others are functional, others are substituents. This is substituent, this is substituent, this is substituent, all others are substituents, right? If they are the substituents, so can I say guys, this one is hydroxy, this one, tell me, if I number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what is the name of CHO? Is it oxo or is this formyl? Let's see who will answer. Let's see that. Let's see who will answer. Let's see that. If you are able to answer this correctly, then means you have understood the concept. That means today's lecture is you have understood everything completely, right? So you just need one more revision of this lecture whenever, like after 1 month or so, right? Yes, very good. Formyl, right? This is formyl. This is formyl. Why it is excluded from the parent chain? It is not there in the parent chain. This carbon is not there in the parent chain, right? And here this will be amino. This will be amino. So now I'll just write it as, firstly I'll write 5 amino, according to alphabetical order you can write 5 amino, then I'll write 3 formyl, then I'll write 4 hydroxy, okay, then that is hexanoic acid. Okay, is that clear to everybody? 5 amino, 3 formyl, 4 hydroxy, hexanoic acid. Is that clear everybody? Is that clear? Right? Okay, now tell me what is the answer for this one. Let me see if you can answer this or not. This is the question. Let's see if you can answer this or not. After this is the last question of today, right? Rest of the part we'll do in the next class, that is tomorrow, right? Rest of the part we are going to do in the next class, that is tomorrow, right everybody? Chalo, now tell me about it. Tell me about it. What should I write here? This will be the main group will be this. This is this one, this one. These are the substituents. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Now you have sulfur, you have amino, you have oxo here. So you can write 4 amino, 2 oxo and 3 sulfur. As a substituent it's sulfur. And this is hexanoic acid. Hexanoic acid. Hexanoic acid. Tell me students if that is clear to everybody or not. Right? Okay. Done everyone. Done, done, done. Let me see how many more questions we should do. I think we can do 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 more questions. Okay, after that a new concept will start. That new concept we'll do in the next class. Okay, right? Ma'am, what about this CHO bottom? Bacha, this though I have done na, here I have done this only. COH, CH2, CH2, CH, CHO, COH. This so I have done na here. This is what I have done here. That CHO will become the formyl group as a substituent. Okay, this we have done already. The thing that you are writing is same as this one. Okay. Okay, now let's do this one. 3 more questions and the class will be over. Let's see this here. This one will be having this 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are the substituents. You will see this is going to be your numbering. Now it will be what? It will be, firstly you will have bromo, 5 bromo, 3 chloro, then you will have 5 bromo, 3 chloro, 6 fluoro, 4 hydroxy, and then hexane, 2 ene, 1 oic acid. Okay. So 5 bromo, 3 chloro, 6 fluoro, 4 oxo, 4 hydroxo, hexane, 2 ene, 1 oic acid. Okay, that's how you're going to write it, right? Okay. Next one is, if you see this here, this one will be, I'll just write it, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then you will have again CO, then you have CH3. So that means here OH will be the substituent. So it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what you will have here, 7 hydroxy, on the 7th position you will have hydroxy, and this will be heptane 2, and this is heptane 2 alone, heptane 2 on, because this is the more priority. This is simple ketone only, so heptane 2 on. Okay, ketone this is majorly ketone. So because this is the main group, so we will write definitely as ONA, right? Okay. So the last one on your screen we have, and here what you have is, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups here, right? Out of this, which one will be the main group? Let me see if you can answer this. Just mention that which one will be the main group. Let us see if you can predict the main group, the priority group, the one that will have the highest priority. Let us see if you can predict the one which will have the highest priority. Okay, let's see if you can predict the one which will have the highest priority. Right, everybody? Okay. So, no one knows what is the highest priority. Nitro, OCH3, ether it is, Cl, Br, chloro, bromo, sulfo. Which one will have the highest priority? SO3H, very good. So, all other are your substituents, right? Numbering will be like, this is not carbon, so it will start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, ether is named as alkoxy when it is the substituent. So, it will be methoxy, chloro, bromo, nitro, right? And this will be sulfonic acid in the end. So, you can say, accordingly, you can say 3 bromo, 3 chloro. This will be 6 methoxy, that will be 2 nitro, right? Then it is sulfonic acid, and that is going to be the correct answer here. Name it, answer this, and you will have your answer. Right, now all these things I will do in the next class. This will do in the next class, like there are other names as well. Why, when they are written, that will do in the next class. Okay. So many things right now, guys, we are left with. It's not the end. Don't feel that this is the end. Before going, I'll just show you some questions that they have asked, right, based on what we have done today. The correct IUPAC naming, this they have asked in JEE 2023. Tell me, beta, is this from polyfunctional group? Yes, ma'am, it is from polyfunctional group. Okay, this is from polyfunctional group, right? So firstly, what you will do, I will give the homework as well, don't worry. Firstly, let us see what direct IUPAC that they ask, okay? So this will be C double bond O, right? And this one will be COH, right? So here what you will do, this is the substituent and this will act as the that means the main group. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here definitely you will have 5 oxo or keto according to the options. This will be hexane. In fact, you will have on the second position you have a substituents, right? So you will have 2-methyl, 5 oxo. This will be hexane, oic acid. Okay, hexanoic acid. Acha, one thing now, I think I have done wrong here. What? I forgot that there is ine. I forgot that there is ine. I just wrote here sulfonic acid. This should be hept4ene, then it should be sulfonic acid. I just remember it, like there was alkyne, in fact, it's not ene, it's alkyne. 4-ine sulfonic acid, this I forgot. So sorry. I was just thinking that there was ine in the last question, but I have not written ine anywhere, right? So I forgot about that, right? So that will be 2-methyl 5-oxo hexanoic acid, right? So 2-methyl 5-oxo, 2-methyl 5-oxo hexanoic acid. You can see D over here and that is your correct answer. Simple question that they have asked in JEE 2023, and it is not like they have asked this like from a very long time, like I am taking some question from 2001 or something, 2023. This is 2022, right? They have simply asked you the order, right? What is the order? Priority list. Simple question here. You just need to tell the priority list. And out of that, when you see this, the priority list, B is the correct answer, which matches, right? Among them, COH, right? Okay, yes, right? So decreasing order of priority list you need to see. Directly from that priority list you will answer it. Direct priority list they have asked, right? Okay. So that's it. This is your homework. That is JEE Main 2022 question. Okay. JEE Mains 2022 question. That is this thing. I'll just give you a hint here. This is the substituent. This will be the substituent. This will be the substituent. This is CHO, right? This is CHO and this is ketone, right? Now you will see from the priority list, tell me what will be the answer, okay? JEE 2022 question it is, right? Take the screenshot, everybody take the screenshot and answer me in the comment section what will be the correct answer here, right? These are the 4 options, take the screenshot of these options as well. And that's it for today's class, everybody. That's it for today's class. Aldehyde or ketone, that you have to find out. There is aldehyde also, there is ketone also. You'll have to see which will be the main group. According to that you will answer. Okay, Anjali? I'll see your answer in the chat box and I'll see how many of you answer. Right? Okay then guys, now I'll take your leave, and before going, MVSAT scholarship program, guys, it is live. Registration is free of cost. The test is going to take place on 4th, 5th, 11th and 12th of October, which is very near. And guys, what you will get from here is 150 crore of worth scholarship, 2 crore worth prizes you will get here, and that is amazing thing. All you have to do is just give one test, and for that also you don't have to pay anything. You're already studying. 15 questions from chemistry, 15 from maths, 15 from physics. That's it. 45 questions. And if you get among 2.5 lakh students, we are not saying top 2000. No, we are saying top 2.5 lakh students will avail these prizes, right? So what are you waiting for? The link is in the description. Go and just register yourself, right? Okay. Yes. Okay then, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. See you all in the next class. Till then, when in the next session is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Now, I want all of you to write down your homework in the comment section, okay? Write down your homework in the comment section. I'm waiting for your homework in the comment section. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. See you. Bye-bye.